Hey guys, so I have been tracking my dreams and nightmares since the beginning of February, and there was one that I had on April 18th that I would like to share to you. I wrote it in poem form, and it is the first poem I have written, besides for the ones that I did when I was very depressed in the ward. And although it is mortalic in nature, I would like to share it with you because as soon as I woke up, I believe I woke up at about 6 o'clock that day because I'm like, that's a great writing piece. I'm going to write this down. And later that day, I decided when I got a free day, I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to share it with you. And I wanted to write it as if it were written 100 years ago. So there is a lot of big words in there that I actually had to look up. I wanted to make it rhyme. I wanted to make it sound good. And I hope you can understand it. Use the Google search bar for words that you don't understand. I'm going to put it down in the description below. I decided not to put the actual translation to modern terms in the video. That's all up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. It is on my computer, so if you see my eyes trailing that way, that's why. Before I start reading this, below, subscribe to me. I'm almost at 6,000 subscribers. Comment, like, and share. Share with all your friends on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. That would be great. So I'm gonna toss this. Are you ready? Here we go. Last night, I was flying. Everyone I had admired was there, and as we gathered around a rotating panel of things we each found pleasant, the collector I am, I picked all the ones I liked. We had clothes at the start. We could pick and choose. For hours we levitated through a mansion, filled with all of our favorite things. And whatever we could fit between our fingers, we could choose. All earthly things from our pasts were up for grabs. All systemized bodies, systemized by style, described by individual pride by stride. At every fright, we grabbed everything we desired at the last sight. They were items we couldn't describe, our greatest desires from our earthly reside. We went down the stairs at each a different style. We described the trip of each one's vocab. Landmarks of earth had great desire. Helpful voices didn't advise. And at the end, we all lost grip as we fell to the floor with great punctuality. To enter, we all retired what we found to be our prideless greats, but to another's account of great and jury less. What we did was illuminate our baggage for freeing our dates. Cry by cry, the trophies of guts held together by strut went to the truck for the guests to guess. We all unsettled our tassels of power and that which created our individuality upon our temples. Come time, colors of our tresses compelled what we compressed to. Admiration of thine, my time of delight, a time I thrived for my time. In a line, my mind brined, one shined, one I had enquised for a time. The line subsided, and everything I had found in line had described each of my pivotal too decrepit. Each one I had sought at the time. For a time, we universally consolated, reminding our stride and helping the pride. I sacrificed my benevolence to leave my vessel to desol. I chucked the stretch of the lulls for the base permissionary. Oblonged with my eyes, centered on the unobscurities that I found on fellow fella, woeing to agglomerate with those who shined my soul. We formed to one. I became a female-bodied and mind-spirited. Two by two, one became one. An infallible peculiarity. This time, we tread up the immaculate set of steps, one by one. By the end, we were all clawing. It was fine until we got through all the tries of where we once scratched about. What we did was not one for words, or one for reality. Where we had assumed treasures were now popless gems. We all came to gaze upon the days that held our day's praise. At first, I didn't know where I was, so as the batch hatched. Who was there, you might ask? Not everyone you know, that's for sure. What did you do? Who could you describe from your mind? They all stood as you could recoil. Some should shine, and others couldn't echo. Life's lemon tree stood there, without the tree. It was almost like a fair. To the first stare, to care, you prance to there. And the sign says, recant your eyes. He described to me what it was like to unrecall the burdens of Daunter. I didn't know if any of my world could register in this new demonstration. As I walked along, I organized the intention that our multitude hadn't scratched, for their wearing was just too minuscule. A man showed up, of which I confided how he arrived. I met the attenders of my viewing at the entry of the shop that sold tops. I stopped to hug them, as if I was at a camp for summer tens. I asked to see them as they would should they join me, and I was told I would need to abstain. Those who had gone in my gentle past were settled in a knack under a roof that my heart returned me back. What I was told is that everybody looks different to each and every soul. My aunt to a friend would look like damn, and my pappy would look like the one that left my Chevy. Only when I saw the Grim Reaper sitting in a salon chair, a face not of bones, and hair of jet black to his back, it was then where he was connected to the store via the extra door. Did I concur that I was in the best of both worlds? And that's my poem. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you were able to get the references and are researching what some of those big words were. It's quite interesting. I love that dream. I'll remember it for the rest of my life, especially because of this video. And I have 2 video projects I'm currently working on, not including this one. So be on the lookout. I got new content coming. Hope you like it. And for now, I guess I'm gonna see you guys later. My name is Jamie. Keep it casual.